Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Okay, today we are making another Peaceful Moments or Peaceful Poppies card. I'm using a white card base and I'm using a piece of the DSP. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to use this die out of the Poppy Moments dies, okay? And this cuts into the card to leave a negative image, alright? We're then going to stamp and die cut some of the images in the Painted Poppies Cling Stamp set, and we'll finish off the card with a lovely sentiment from Peaceful Moments. So the sentiment I've chosen is, I just love this font, thinking of you with all my heart, always remember, okay? So I'll pop them to the side for a minute. I've just kind of thought of this in my head. I'm not sure how it will turn out. Hopefully it will turn out all right. We are going to use this label die from the set as well for the sentiment area. So, first of all, let's die cut our element out of here. Now I want it in the corner like so. I think this will be really nice. I think it's going to be really nice. So I'm just running that through the big shot. Okay, take that off. What I'm going to do is get a piece of scrap Whisper White. And hopefully I can get my label out of that little piece. If not, I'll just flip it around. Whoops. Right. Oh, what a racket. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Isn't that such an elegant little label? Do you like that? Okay, so if I pop this away, I'm just so excited using all these new products. It's amazing. Right, let's see how this has turned out. Wow. Now, if there's any bits remaining, you could use take your pick tool or your pokey tool, pop those wee bits out, like so. Come on, don't be shy. Wow, isn't that gorgeous? And that is a little group of poppy images. Right, I'm just quickly, you should always get into the habit of cleaning your any bits that are remaining from your dies at the time, because you end up forgetting about it, and the next time you try to run it through the machine it doesn't cut properly. You should always keep them nice and clean. And there's a lot of little elements left in this one. I could have maybe done this after the film, but anyway, you get the gist. I'll finish cleaning that off later. Right, now, isn't that stunning? Look at that. I do like it. I do like it. And what I was hoping to do is to put some elements on here of the poppies. Okay, have the sentiment up here in the middle, and then have a little sentiment running across over there. So we'll see how it goes. I am going to stick with the pool party colour. I want to keep it kind of all the same colour theme. Okay, and what I'm going to do, if I pop that to the side just now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of use first and second generation stamping. And what I mean by that is I am going to stamp in the full colour for the outline, alright? Let me just adhere that to the proper cling. So again, you're just wanting to hover it over the top as straight as you can go. Ta-da! Voila! I'm also going to use a second generation stamping on this, what do you call it? It's like the background die, background stamp for colouring. So I need to place this on top, like so, and commit. Fab. I'll show you what I mean in a wee second. Okay, so this may be a little bit of a longer video because there is so much aspects to it. Right, so I am just simply stamping the outline like so. Just cleaning up as I go along. Pop that back in there. This one, I need a piece of scrap paper, and I'll show you what I mean. So I just want to see what the first, second and third looks like. So I'm going to go for the second generation, I think. Now, I think that goes like so. Yep. So stamp off, and then I'm just going to stamp directly on top. Isn't that lovely? Do you like that? I'm going to repeat the process with the some of the smaller poppies, which is this one. Okay, and I'm going to build the card up a little bit. There we go. 2 of those. Now I'm just going to do any old way over it because I am going to die cut them out. Now I am thinking I'm just going to stamp over this to make it darker than these 2 little ones, just to mix it up a little bit. So I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so that's the flower sections. I want to do some leaves. Now I'm just making sure that I have all the proper elements for this, so that would cut that out, I'm sure. No, it's not that one. It's in the painted label dies. That goes with that. Then we have this poppy one here, which goes, what way does that go now? Goes like so. Okay, so they will die cut out those bits. Now I'm going to use this die. I'm going to stamp some leaves. Could use the bigger elements in this first set, but I'm going to stick with the littler stamps. So just going to get the cling on it for more precision stamping. I know a lot of people don't put their cling stickers on, especially if you sell your stamps once they're retired. Okay, so there's a beautiful leaf. Now I am going to stamp this in one of the other greens, I think. And I'm going to go with, I think I'll go with Old Olive. Might be too much of a clash. Let me see. Mossy Meadow. Let me see how it stamps. That's not too much of a clash. Right, so what I'm going to do, tidy up a little bit. Tidy, tidy, tidy. Right, so I'm going to stamp 1, 2, 3 leaves. Okay. What I'm also going to do is take this little stamp, okay, and I'm going to add some extra dimension, extra colour to these poppies. But I want to see how it looks on the actual leaves. Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I'll die cut those out. Absolutely beautiful. Just adding a little bit more, and then when they're die cut they'll look even fabulous. Okay, right. So what I'll do, oh, I haven't cleaned that properly. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of that to my poppies, quite possibly. Yeah, let me stamp off. Just to give it some more texture. You can do whatever you like, because it's your card. Isn't that beautiful? Do you like that? Right, so I think that's us done with the stamping for the images. Okay, oops. So I'm just going to close up my inks, get them out of the way a little bit. There's my other ink. Try not to get it all over my fingers. Right, I still have a lot of rubbish lying around. Okay, now I'm just going to stick my label away because I'm finished with that. We have lots of sentiment kind of areas in little bits like this. Beautiful. Right, so let me get the big shot out. Like so. I should have maybe done this as a Facebook Live, but it doesn't matter. Right, so I'm just popping my dies on like so. If I can get them positioned correctly. Especially when you've got the magnetic plate, it could jump about quite a bit and it's a bit annoying. Yeah, I think we've got it now. So I need to very carefully hold that down, make sure it doesn't move. I'm just going to run it back through. Really easy. Ta-da! Right, so we have one more in the smaller size. Let me pop that on there. Really lovely. I think I'm really going to, I'm not really a big fan of die cutting, but I'm going to really enjoy using all these new supplies. I get bored very quick, you see, and often I'll play with a set once and pop it away out the way, which is silly really, because there's so much you can do, you know. Right, so I'm just popping my poppies back in, and then I'm ready to do the leaf. So we'll need to run this one through 3 times. I've done 3 leaves. Okay, so this will be nice and quick. But there's one. I love how these cut so close to the edge and give you the smallest of borders, which I like. 2. And if you don't like the borders, you could always fussy cut round, make it a little bit smaller. Beautiful. Very happy with these. Very, very, very happy. Right, now I just need to try and get that positioned so it doesn't move. I think it moved slightly there, but you know what? It's only a little smidgen. Right, so there we have our elements. I'm just going to pop this back just now. Oh look, there's actually 2 of those. Silly me. I could have ran 2 through at the same time there. Excuse me. I really should pay attention to these things, but you know what I'm like. Right, okay, so die cutting done. The die cutting is done. Now we can make our little card. Okay, so what I think I'll do is I may add a piece of this crinkle ribbon along the bottom. Should I, or should I run it? Maybe run it up the top. I'll put a bit up the top, and that way the sentiment Or should I run it down the side? Now I can't decide, guys. I think I'll run a piece down the side. So I'm just going to cut that carefully. Okay, I'm just going to add some, what do you call it? Snail to the top and bottom of the reverse. Isn't that lovely that way as well? Gorgeous. Right, so let's stick this on. Making sure it's flush and then tuck it behind. Ta-da! Do you like it? I'm just going to add a teeny little bit here to hold that in place. There we go. Simple. Right, now I'm just going to grab a quick drink of my coffee. I've got dry throat today. Bestow. That's my third coffee this morning. Right, now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get a stamp back out and I'm going to stamp in the background here. Okay, I'm going to use this one and I'm going to stamp it in Pool Party. And I would just want to stamp here so that the you can see a bit of this behind that die cut section. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Even like that, it's beautiful. Imagine just that and then stamping a darker colour of a poppy on the top. Beautiful. So, you see that there? That's pretty. Pretty. Right, now, I want to adhere this down using wet glue. Just be careful around your die cut sections, okay? I want to add, there's quite a few bits where you could add the glue in the centre of those flowers, okay? Now, I need to remember it's a 2/8 of an inch. Oh my god, it's sticking to me. I've got glue in my hands. 2/8 of an inch border roughly. Just trying to get it straight. There we go. Happy with that. Lovely. And then all I'm simply going to do is build up a section here with the little flowers and the leaves and add my sentiment. I think I may add my sentiment. Yeah, I'll put it up the top. That's what we'll do, and I'll build this layer up. So, I need some dimensions. Okay, I'm just going to use one on this one. I want to pop it there, okay. God, everything's sticking to me. This one will go flush here. Like so. And this one here, I think. You know what? That and that might be enough in itself. And then I want to add some elements. No, a die cut 3, I'm going to use 3. This one I will raise up here. No, I'll put it there. What am I like? Chopping and changing my mind. Just going to tuck that in. Let me see. At an angle like that. That will do. Right, now I want to add in some little leaves like so. Sometimes it's nice to overlap other images. Okay, I think one. Not sure. Go put one underneath there. as long as it's coming down slightly. Yep. You could also incorporate other leaves from the other dies available. Pop that there. I think I'll pop that one. I think I'll keep all the leaves to the one side. Yes, I think that's what I'll do. Maybe if I lift this gently, I can move it over. Just move it over slightly. I'm going to have to add another dimension because I have moved it. Okay. Not liking how that's not fitting in very good. I'm going to pop it back. I'll just tuck this in at the side. If in doubt, just have a little play about. Okay, it's never a good idea to kind of remove your elements partway through making your card. Right, and I need another dimension under here. Give it some extra stability. Now that I've secured it where I want it. I think that's turning out not bad. Okay, right, now for the sentiment. Thinking of you with all my heart, and I'm going to stamp this in mossy meadow. Let's see how this looks first. Here's my piece of paper. Now, I think I need to actually re-ink this pad. Right, now what I'm going to do is pop it right in the middle. Love it. Now I've went slightly too hard, so I'm just going to flip it over, give it a clean. You don't need too much pressure. Come on, ink, ink, ink. So just gentle, gentle. That's better. Thinking of you with all my heart. Isn't that just stunning? How are we for time? 22 minutes. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Right, now I want to raise this up as well. So for this I'm going to utilise the sides of the dimensions. Okay, like so. God, everything's sticking to my fingers. This is the ultimate relaxation for me. Oh dear, I didn't want that stuck down. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it slightly to the right because I want to add a little bow on here. You could have actually put ribbon underneath this as well. This is so pretty. Look how silky it is. Right, I need more. You could actually colour this as well by adding your re-inkers to it, or colouring it with your Stampin' blends or your Stampin' Right markers if you wanted it to match. Oh my, I can't tie a bow. Somebody please help me. Oh no, I am all I can't even speak today. I am all fingers and thumbs. Gee whiz. Right, come on. I think I need to find another way to do bows that doesn't take too much coordination on the hands. because I am just absolutely rubbish at it at times. So, what the hell is that? Oh, dearie, dearie me. What is that? Right, okay. It's going to have to do. You could make it just like a little bow like that. I think that'll look okay. Okay, so glue dots at the ready. Quite liking how this has turned out, actually. For just a little idea in my head. So that's just going to go directly on there. And then this, we're going to stick directly onto the glue dot. Ah, I do like that. I do like it. Now, I do have the poppy elements, however, I think they're all different. I don't know if there's none that would really match. There's some gold in there that might look nice on here. Yeah, let me add a couple of gold sequins, see how it looks. If not, I'll resort back to plan 1. Right, now, the ones I want are just the, you can see there's little floral ones in here, but I'm just wanting plain ones. So if I get my putty end, pull some out. Oh yeah, I think that'll go really, really nice. I think that'll go really, really nice. I think I'll put 3 on. Okay. Right, let's get this closed up. Like so. 27 minutes gone, 27 minutes gone. Right, now we do need glue dots again. So take your pick tool. And we could see 1, 2, 3, 4 centres for these floral pieces, but I'm just going to put 3 on, because 3 is the magic number. Love it. Love it, love it. So I'm just picking them up with my take your pick tool. Attaching them on. Like that, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And I think that finishes off the card beautifully. Oh, I do like that. Now I do need to add one more piece, which is always remember. And I'm just going to, I've got a little scrap of white here that I think it would fit in. So if I stamp this in Pool Party, that's lovely. And I will just sneak that at the bottom of the card. Okay, what I'll do is I'll tuck it under. I'll tuck it under here, I think. Can't tuck it under there because I've glued that down. Oh yeah, I can. Yep, that is going to be tight, but I'm going to do it. Doesn't that just fit perfect? So I'm peeling this up, popping it down there so you could read it. Straighten it up. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. Ta-da! See how you can do fancy really easily. It just takes a little bit more time. Oh, right, so that is all for my project today. Thank you so much for joining me and for staying tuned while I've made this lovely card. I'm very impressed with that, actually. It's nice to go with the different colours than obviously the norm, which is all these lovely bright ones. So guys, thank you once again And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're having fun on the channel and getting lots of crafty inspiration. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye.